Now, non-Ahmadis allege that the promised Messiah ﷺ cannot be the true Messiah because Jesus ﷺ is still alive physically and is currently in the heavens as we speak. And they use this verse of the Holy Qur'an to present the fact that number one, that Jesus ﷺ was not even put on the cross, and that actually somebody else who resembled him, who was a Jew, was actually put in the cross in his place, and that in turn of this, Allah Almighty actually raised Jesus ﷺ to the sky physically. And they claim that this verse actually encapsulates this entire incident. Now we need to take a look at this because the verse begins with the words وَقَوْلِهِمْ, meaning that the Jews claimed that we have killed Maseeh Isa ibn Maryam, that we have killed Jesus, son of Mary. Now why did the Jews want to prove that they had killed or slain Jesus ﷺ on the cross? The fact of the matter is that according to their belief, if a person died on the cross, then they died an accursed death. So the whole purpose of trying to put Jesus ﷺ on the cross and have him die there was to prove to the people that he was not a true prophet. Now, if for instance we are to believe that Jesus ﷺ was not put on the cross and that for some reason a Jewish person was made to resemble him and was put on the cross instead of him, and he died instead, then why are the Jews to blame for rejecting Jesus ﷺ? Because they did not know that that was not Jesus ﷺ. And in their view, in their eyes, what they witnessed was a so-called prophet of God put on the cross, and he died, according to Deuteronomy, an accursed death. So they had no reason to believe in him as a true prophet. So surely they should not be held accountable for disbelieving in Jesus ﷺ if this actually happened. We can actually see that this incident doesn't make any sense anyway, because if a Jewish person was put in place of Jesus ﷺ on the cross, then wouldn't that Jewish man have clearly said to his brothers that I'm not Jesus ﷺ, I'm just one of your brothers, you surely know me, please take me off the cross. He didn't actually say that, and what's found in the records is that rather than this, the person who was put on the cross actually asked God Almighty, why have you forsaken me? Now, why would a person who was not Jesus ﷺ pray to God? Now, let's go back to the beginning of the verse, because the non-Ahmadis claim that the words وَمَا صَلَبُوهُ means that Jesus ﷺ was not put onto the cross at all. Well, actually, this is a misunderstanding, because just because the words وَمَا صَلَبُوهُ are there, it doesn't mean that he was not put on the cross. Rather, it means that the Jews were not successful in actually crucifying Jesus ﷺ. We can see, for example, the Holy Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, it is also said regarding him in the Holy Qur'an that Allah Almighty promised that he would protect him from the hands of people. Now we can clearly see that the Holy Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was persecuted many a times in his life. For example, the incident of Taif. Does this mean that this promise was, God forbid, failed? What this actually means is that the people would not be successful in harming the Holy Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, but it does not mean that people would not attempt to harm him in the first place. We can see the same applies here for Jesus ﷺ. We can see that it says, وَمَا قَتَلُوهُ, that they did not kill him. Well, they did not kill him, but it doesn't mean that they did not attempt to kill him, because even in his very young age, we can see that King Herod actually sent out a death sentence for Jesus ﷺ. So does that mean that the words وَمَا قَتَلُوهُ mean that they did not attempt to kill him at all? So if that does not mean that, then for the words وَمَا صَلَبُوهُ, it also does not mean that they did not attempt to crucify him. What it actually means is that they were not successful in crucifying him. To find out more about this topic, make sure to watch part 2 of this series of videos.